friends. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing super well because I am back on this side of the camera, which I like being on this side of the camera. It's been a long time since I've been on this side of the camera because I have spent a lot of time on that side of the camera. This last month has been pretty crazy. I've spent a lot of time on that side of the camera and then sitting over there editing because I have had so many jobs this month, which is good because it's like, yeah, big money. Feeling good about that because then I don't want to say I can coast, but like with the money I've got, it's like 3-4 months worth of expenses. So as long as I don't be stupid with it, I can finally take some time. I keep saying like, oh, I just need a little bit of money. I'm like, okay, I got basically have that coming in now. So now it's time to execute on the ideas that I've had to do to really put some full-time energy into YouTube. So that's what I'm doing next month, November. Calling it No Breaks November because August no breaks, if you remember that. But yeah, I just thought I'd catch you up on what I've been doing the last month. So I think the last video I made was like a goal update, and not a lot, as you might imagine, because I've been super crazy busy working. Not a lot got done. So it's a pretty slow month for stuff on the goals. And then I had like a thing on my toe, so like I really wasn't able to like train hard for hockey, which hockey starts next weekend. So I have there's 6 days till the first game. Is that right? It's Saturday at 5, so I got a little bit of time here. So I started breaking in my new skates this week. The thing on my toe, the blood blister, I was able to peel it off. So we'll walk back. So I got the diabetes, and so stuff on my feet, if I get like blisters and stuff, they don't heal super great, so they can get infected, and they get infected, that could go bad. They could quickly go against me in a really bad way, and it could lead to complications. So I saw a blood blister form, and I was like, shit, and that was like in August, so I like stopped skating and stopped taking it hard on, the skating, the hockey practice, the hockey training, and I threw myself into kind of researching, trying to figure out, okay, like what is happening, and kind of what I figured out was my foot overpronates, so like a normal foot goes like this, and it walks, but when my foot, because of adaptations, essentially fallen arches, I think this is like an adaptation from being overweight because most of my life I was very overweight, and now I'm only just kind of overweight. So anyway, so because of that, I have turn-in on my right ankle, and so it's like this, and so when I walk, instead of going like kind of evenly this way, it rolls, and that causes like pinching. And I guess it wasn't really a problem most of my life, so I don't know why it's kind of manifested now in my elder years, if you want to call it that. What are this time of this generation of my life, so this summer I had been spending a lot of time barefoot because I've been trying to strengthen my feet to fix that problem. And of course, that's all the time I spent barefoot in my apartment because I had some slow months. I was just kind of rubbing it, and that's what did it. So now I got some slippers that can fit my orthotics in them. So now almost all the time I've got orthotics on, so we're good to go on that, and that seems to have helped a lot. And then I found new ways to kind of wrap the toe to kind of take the pressure off where it pinches, and it's kind of like if you're thinking this is the toe, you got the two knuckles, you kind of wrap in the middle there, and that kind of like creates this cushion and kind of braces the toe so this doesn't bend as much, and so it kind of works, and it works pretty well, I guess. Anyway, so then the blood blister then has to grow out. You think of layers of skin, the blood blister is inside of the skin, so it just needs to grow out, because that's how skin works. It grows, it flakes off, and that takes, weeks. And so it finally got to the point where I could pick it off, and it's at that point it's basically just a scab, because it's been dried and it's just been sitting in there. And the problem is, like, you don't know really what it's like while it's up in the toe, and so you don't want to make it worse, because if you make it worse, it pops, you can get infected. But as long as it doesn't pop, you're good to go. So there's your quick little my medical stuff. Not super exciting. Anyway, so I was able to peel that off, and this last week or so I've been, it's like, okay, I need to break in the skates. I bought these new skates. I need to break them in because I want to wear them for the new season. Because if my old skates break, like, I'm effed. I won't have time to. So I've just been wearing them around the apartment. And then this last week, I went skating three times. I think 3 times in the last week. Just short. I went for like 20 minutes. And then 30 minutes. And then I went for 35 minutes. So, I got a little bit of time. I wasn't seeing any major issues, any big red spots. So tomorrow I'm finally gonna get back on the ice. Gonna go drop in. Probably because drop in's about 90 minutes. I probably won't go the full time. I'll probably go for 45 minutes to an hour, maybe, or maybe less. Because I would be skating a lot harder, because I was just going to public skate and just kind of, getting back in there, getting used to the skates, starting to break them in. And now I'm going to go drop in, actually go a little harder, because when you wear pads, you feel a little safer going fast. And then the weekend hockey starts, so I'm real jazzed about that, real excited about that. That's coming up. And anyway, I don't know where. Okay, I was catching you up on with things that have happened. So I'm like, there's so many things have happened. I had a photo of mine was in an art gallery. I don't know if you can see. Will it focus on me this close? Focus. Yeah. And it sold for $600, which I was like, holy shit. Like, okay. And it sold instantly. It was one of the first ones that sold. So I was like, that's cool. All the money goes to the art gallery, because I donated the piece essentially. And I was like, yeah, whatever you can get out of it, great. Bear got a haircut, which he looks super handsome. It had been a long time since he had gotten a haircut. Look at how cute he is. He got a coat on because it was cold that day. Let's see. Me and my girlfriend went to the pumpkin patch, this might be a real, like, Midwest thing, because we have these big pumpkin patches. They're like kind of like, I don't want to say they're like theme parks, because there's not a lot of rides. There's a couple rides, but for the most part it's just like DIY, like hack together shit, and then like some rides, and then also they like sell booze and pies, and you can go out and pick out a pumpkin and stuff, and there's like little haunted houses. It's a whole thing. So you can, let's see here. I got a video of me hitting they got the big test your strength things. Where are we at here? There we go. This girlfriend. Check this out. I hit the first try. I got the big belt. I've always wanted to do that, and I got to do it. And I was like, yeah. So that was pretty cool. And then they have these big races. This sounds like the most redneck. Like, you're from Nebraska. Like, yeah, we go pumpkin patch. But it's fun. I don't know. It's tradition. The pumpkin patch is big, and everyone goes. And so they have these big races where you cheer the pigs on, and they pick people from the crowd to be like the coaches for the pigs. And my girlfriend went and she won her pig race, so that was fun. We gotta go on the carousel, so that was fun. I took a bunch of pictures of some tennis players. I took a bunch of pictures at things. I did some sound jobs. I got a new kettlebell. It's a competition, adjustable one, where like you can take it apart and add or subtract weights from it, which is cool. It kind I've been trying to drink a lot of tea. That kind of started really strong, and I've kind of fallen off that a little bit. And I've fallen off the wagon. I'm back on the Mountain Dew, but I'm trying to. When November comes around, I'm gonna stop drinking the Mountain Dew again. So this will be one of the last ones I drink. Let's see what else happened. Man, just so much stuff. It was a good month. I did a lot of work. This weekend was crazy. We went to a Halloween party. We went to the auction for the art gallery, and we got lit up, and we got some big chicken sandwiches. These at a different time, and then my mom met my girlfriend's parents, and also my brother broke his arm. This is a whole other thing. I have an older brother. He lives in North Dakota. He's in like this small town in North Dakota. He's basically the newspaper, because he's like the sports photographer, the sports writer, the layout guy, like the editor. Like he does all this shit there because it's like this small town newspaper that has like 10 employees, and it goes out to like 15 or 20 towns in the area, but it only goes out once a week. Anyway, he got tackled covering some high school football. He got, to play, and he fell, and he broke his shoulder. So my dad went up there because my brother can't drive, and he has to go. Like the hospital to go see the orthopod is like 2 hours away, so like he can't make the drive. So my dad's been hanging out up there with him because my dad was gonna come meet my girlfriend's parents again. He helped us move in here, and he met him then. So it wouldn't have been, it wouldn't have changed much. So that was kind of. I want to say like it was stressful going into it because I was like I didn't really want to do it because her parents are really intense, and then my parents they're great and they're nice people. It's just like, I don't know, something about like there was this Instagram reel that I saw that it was like, thanks, I really enjoy your personality. It's like, hey, that's not my personality, that's your personality, that's the personality I made for you. And it's like, when you have, at least for us, because of our non-neurotypicalness, we have masks and our parents, so, it brings you right back to like being a kid, and it's just not fun. Like it's getting better for me now that I've been out of the house for a decade plus, but she's only been out of the house, for not nearly that long. And so like it's very much, teenage daughter, like parents asking those, like it's like they don't see you as a full adult yet. And it's like she gets stressed, and then I get stressed for her, and so it's like I'm stressed because she's stressed, and then it's like fuck, like, and so like her, they mean well, and they're not like bad people, but like we're both people pleasers, and so we don't know how to set boundaries very well. And so sometimes we just like get pushed, and we want to be like, fuck off, like we love you, but like go fuck off over there, and we'll update you when things are worth updating about. So and that brings me to today. I'm looking at my desk, and it has just been collecting stuff because I've been like finding stuff I want to make videos with. Bubble wrap, I don't think popping bubble wrap's great ASMR, but it is crinkly and it's fun, and I've got bubble wrap. I hope that's the thumbnail. Bubble wrap. Because I had that side ASMR project where I'm using like my reverb pedals and my delay pedals to make like real spacey ASMR, and I'm like, I want to go do that again. But so far it's generating no money. It's got like 12 subscribers, and I'm like, long term, I don't think it's gonna work out. But like, I like doing it, so I'm gonna keep doing it. But I like talking too, so I'm gonna keep talking. This is gonna be a long one. I can already tell. It's 14 minutes in. I've barely gotten started talking about anything. But anyway, yeah. So I want to clear this out. I want to clear up my backlog. I still have a lot of photos to edit. And then next weekend I'm shooting a bunch of workshops, and I'm covering all that, and there's just gonna be a fuckload of photos from that, because a lot of shooting dancing there's a term that it used to be pejorative called spray and pray, where you would just kind of, but it's like, that's how it is. Like, it's dancing. Like, you're trying to catch the exact second the toe does this, you know? And it's like, if it's this, it's great. If it's this, not great. Great, amazing photo. Shit. So you're like, you know, you gotta burst fire it, and you pick your moment, and you hope that the 30 frame a second captures this, not this. This is what you want. So, there'll be a lot of photos to go through from that. But I want to go, I'm talking to my girlfriend. My girlfriend's health insurance through her parents expires because she turns 26 in November. And so she's been interested in doing ASMR, so we might get her to start her own ASMR channel, which would be great, because she's been wanting to do it for a long time. And I was like, babe, I've made thousands of videos. Let's fucking go. Like, we got the setup. We have, in this apartment, we have a stupid number of cameras that can make it work. We have lighting. We've got the desk set up. We've got the YouTube lighting. You know, and we can take this shit anywhere. We can make whatever background, you know, you want. And then if you're making videos too, then we can hopefully carve out a little more space for YouTube specific projects, which would be awesome. Like, I like this. This is the best one so far in this apartment. But I do miss my old apartment the way I liked how that looked. Anyway, then once I finish my backlog, we were gonna flip our office around so that my desk comes right here and her desk goes over there. And the reason for that is because my bathroom is directly behind this camera, and her desk is just to my right. And so it's like, I feel weird if she's working and I have to go use the bathroom, because the new meds I'm on make that not a great time always. So I'm like, I feel like I gotta make a bunch of noise. I'm just like, yeah. It's like, okay, sorry. But then also, there's a door to the bathroom. There's 2 doors to the bathroom, and we didn't originally cover up the door because we thought, well, maybe we could, use the door. But we haven't, and the wall space in here is just so clunky because there's these big closets here that take up so much wall space. It's hard to orient stuff. So I'm like, let's cover up the door, put my desk this way, then I can see the door. I can face the door, which I like that. I like being able to see, people coming in. I hate my back to the door. I hate that so much. And also because that's the big window. And so when the sun is in the right position, it just blasts me in the eyeballs, and she wants to have the windows open. And I'm like, no, cave. Because otherwise it's just the sun's in my eyes the whole time. So I figure, if we switch and I go over here, she goes over there, then we can definitely, she can have the window all she wants, and then she'll probably realize that it sucks. But then we might also get curtains. Also, we switched out the bikes. I totally forgot about this. It's a Rogue Echo bike over here that was in my garage, but I was like, I want it upstairs. And so we brought it up here so that I can get my legs going for hockey. I'm real psyched about that. Cycled. I'm trying to make a pun out of that. It's not working. Oh, man. What else happened? We bought Legos. So many Legos. We bought there's a Costco kit. And we had a Lego building contest, and she fucking destroyed me. We tried to build a toilet because we did, as our costume, we were these guys from I Think You Should Leave. If you could see, yeah, the Turbo team. And so before we left, we're like, let's try to make tiny toilets. And I put it up on Instagram. I was like, who made a better toilet? And everybody liked ours better, pretty much. You can kind of see the toilets. Yeah. So yeah. But what ifs? She's the artist. I'm just a technician, for lack of a better term. So yeah. What else happened? I mean, I just worked a lot. I just worked and slept and cried and edited and worked and slept and cried and edited. And I was like, oh, I should make a video. And then I was like, I'm too tired. And then I asleep. I slept a lot on the floor in here. One of our lights, the big light just died. Ooh, the light that was giving us most of the blue. That's okay, I got 2 other ones back there. And I got one right here. Suck it. Oh yeah, that's on, set to fire. Let's see. There we go. It's not as good without it being like right there, but it's good enough. It's good enough. Yeah, where was I going? Yeah, did a bunch of work. Bought Legos. That was great. Ate a bunch of crappy food. Need to get back on the good food train. I'm trying to figure out. I bought some tofu. I'm like, I want to try that out because I'm trying to get my like cholesterol down, blood pressure down, and I'm like, in my head, I'm panicked about like heart attacks. We watched Clerks 3, and that didn't help. Because in Clerks 3, the inciting incident is one of the main characters has a heart attack, and then he's like, I gotta do something with my life, and I'm like, fuck. And then a friend of mine's boyfriend had a stroke. I don't know how old he is. He's got to be around my age. So I was like, shit. I'm like, okay. But I don't have a family history. There's no family history of heart failure or strokes or stuff. So I'm like, okay, should be good. Like, take care of yourself. Like, it's not too bad yet. And, you're on medicine for it. Like, take care. I work out a lot, but I don't eat super great. I'm getting better at it, but I need to get even better at it. Because if I can take, as much as I work out, if I could take that energy and put it towards the diet, that'd be great. I'd look like Ryan Gosling. But because like, I have addictions to food. Like, I don't even enjoy a lot of the food that I eat, but I'm just like, and like my brain is stuck in like, I don't know what it is, like being a fat kid of like, oh, you ate dinner, like, you should go home and make a pizza. And they're like, yeah, that's a great idea. And you're like, oh, I'm hungry for pizza. And then, like, I know, I'm, like, telling myself, I'm like, you're not really hungry. And you're like, yeah, but pizza. And you're like, pizza's pretty good. And so then I'll make the fucking pizza. And I'm like, you didn't need that extra, 1,200 calories. Like, I can't work out enough to offset it. And, like, I'm starting to see some improvements in my body shape. And I'm getting muscles and stuff. And I'm like, yeah. But, like, not quite, you know what I mean? It's like, I got muscles, like, okay, I got veins in my arms, I'm like, okay, and then it's like, okay, but you still add, you're not even counting calories, and you went over by like 3,000 calories today, so like, knock the fuck off. It's like, eat the fucking vegetables, you dork. You're like, you're okay, and I've been trying to eat more vegetables, and it's just like a addiction thing. I need to find ways to like pivot that. And I think, I talk a lot about like, I probably need to get therapy. And it's like, it's just, I feel, what's weird is like, I know I need therapy. I know it will help me. But like the process of getting to therapy has been difficult for me. It's like, I'm worried about the costs because I'm doing okay money wise, but like, if therapy is like $100 a session, an extra $200 a month bill, like that's, there's some months where that would hurt a lot. That would, and there's other months where it's fine. And so it's like, okay, if I can rein in eating out, then I can afford therapy probably, because we probably spend that much eating out every month, but probably more than that realistically. And just getting, I think if I can get less eating out with more YouTube content so that I'm generating more income from that, pay off the debts so I'm not paying interest on my debts anymore. I think that will go so far to relieving my anxiety, to make it so I can kind of step back from taking client work and then focus more on what I want to be doing, which is, making content, which is what I enjoy doing. And doing that sort of thing, because I have like 5 YouTube channels. I'm only really trying out like 2 of them right now, but like I envision an awesome world where I'm like a niche YouTuber that like most people haven't heard of, but like I'm, in an ideal world, it's just barely scraping 6 figures and just making, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 videos a week. Just some easy chill, just talking to the camera like this, and some like photography, videography, filmmaking stuff, and film reviews, film critiques, if you want to call them that, and then the white noise stuff, and going out on adventures to capture new white noise, because the white noise that's out there is like overwhelming and becoming like shitty, like recycled shit, where it's just like the same. It's like you go look at white noise channels and it's like so many of them are just like they have 20 different videos of like box fans, like 7 box fans, and you're like, go get some fun, unique sounds. So like I did that. I got a new fucking audio recorder. It's over there, of course, but it's like the size of my fist, so I could plug any of my pro mics into it, which I'm like, yeah. So it's like, okay, because the current pro mic set I have is like it's a big harness and it needs like a big battery. That's like, this is like one of the batteries for my pro sound kit, and that sound recorder is smaller than this. It's amazing. So I just carry, the mic, a cable, headphones, and I'm off. And so I went and recorded my first thing with that, and I was really happy with how that turned out. Just crunching on some leaves in like this gravelly path that's in this park. And so I'm like, yes, I'm so excited about that. I want to go capture all the weird sounds. If I could make a living just like going to find weird sounds and posting weird sound videos that help people sleep, like, fuck yeah, that's awesome. Like, it's just like a small thing that like helps so many people apparently. Because I get comments like on those videos, people are like, I've used this every day for this like whole year to sleep, and you're like, fuck, that's why I made it, because I couldn't sleep, and now it's easier for me to fall asleep now. But like back when I started that channel, like I could not sleep for shit, probably because I was drinking like 5 energy drinks a day. You might have something to do with it, maybe just a smidge. But there is one more day this month, and then it starts, November. Hockey season will officially be here November 5th or 6th, whatever that is, for that first Saturday. It's the 5th. Anyway, I'm just excited. There's 2 months left. I'm a little under 50% completed on my goals. The last time I like seriously took an effort into tracking my goals, I got to 75% completion. So I'm trying to beat that number. I'm trying to get to 76%, which means I have to do 30% in the next 2 months, which I'm like, that's bold, but like November, December are historically very slow months for my client work. So it's no gas November, no brakes November, all gas, no brakes November, and don't stop December. I think it'll be interesting to really push myself for 2 months and be like, what can we do with it? How far can we go? So with that said, tomorrow I'm gonna be coming back because we're just gonna get in the habit. We're gonna try to do videos every day this next month. Probably more than one video, not for this channel, but for all the channels. And I'll update you on my goals. We're gonna see how far I can get. It's already after midnight. It's 12:41. So we're gonna see. I got 23 hours to see how far I can go here, and make some improvements. Try to get that number up closer to 50%, and then go after it with a hatchet. So that said, I hope you're doing well. I hope you haven't missed me too long. I see my girlfriend. She's right there. She like tucked away. The camera's facing the other way, babe. And we're gonna get her to come make ASMR, probably on her own channel. She probably won't show her face because she's super shy, and I love that about her. I love everything about her. She's fucking amazing. But yeah, so hopefully you haven't missed me too much, and hopefully you're stoked for All Gas No Breaks November. Hopefully you have some goals. And if you don't have any goals, if you haven't made any goals yet this year, why the fuck are you watching my channel? Because I talk about it all the time. Set some goals. There's 2 months. wait till January 1st? Make some changes now. Then fuck go after him. Let's go fucking kick life's teeth in and go make great shit and feel good about ourselves and feel good and get off the internet and get off the thing with all the politics and whatever fuck Kanye West, what the fuck he's saying about anything. Who fucking cares? Like, fuck that guy. Fuck all that bullshit. Focus on the good. Make some good stuff. Help some people out. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. So, that's it. I hope you're doing well. And if not, I hope that turns around for you real soon. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.